So we got the first part of the truth that Vegapunk is about to tell to the whole world of One Piece and to us, the readers. And uh, I had a lot of things to do, a lot of things happened this week in my life, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do this kind of videos and contents my channel. So I will be brief, and it's a bit late. It's not like I have so much to say that others didn't already. Um, so I want to go straight into my theory about the fact that the world will sink. For first, obviously, let's think that a world or One Piece that sinks in the water, it means it's not a world for devil fruit users. Um, Another thing interesting to keep in mind is the fact that it's been shown that there are cities that are like underwater. For example, in Wano. This is very, very interesting because previously we were thinking that someone put the water inside the walls of Wano, and so people um, were forced to live on top of this water that is contained inside these strange walls around the island. But now, if I was thinking that maybe this is very strange, but maybe it is possible. Like the middle part of Wano, okay, was like higher, and then since the water went higher itself, like the the island moved going inside the walls or something like that. It's probably not the case. Maybe something different happens, but I think this has something to do with the fact that the water is going higher. And now let's talk about another thing. And this is, in my opinion, the most important, interesting thing. And it's the part, it's what makes my theory. So essentially, we saw Lulusia getting annihilated by Im or Imu. And then later, we got the water getting higher and submerging parts of the world, right? And at that point, I think everyone thought that it was just like the recoil of the water pushed by Lulusia around and like stabilizing a bit higher, maybe for some days. Like that was something strange. And since there was also an hole inside the land of where the land of Lulusia were, surely the water had to go back in and and be lower. The level of water should have been lower. And I don't think that all this is so stupid to don't understand something like that. That it's pretty obvious, right? So the only explanation to this, and this is my theory again, is that the water didn't get higher because of some physic thing that moved the water. This is maybe the biggest theory, craziest theory ever. I don't know if you will listen something like this in any other content. Maybe the real drawback of devil fruits that until now always looked like something amazing is that not only you can swim, you sink into the water if you use devil fruits, but maybe every time a large quantity of energy of the devil fruit is used, or something like that, maybe the sea water level rises. And maybe since now a lot of very strong forces are starting fighting each other very crazily, maybe in the future, in the near future, with more and more stronger and stronger forces fighting each other, using stronger devil fruit powers, will keep making the level of the water rise more and more and more. And so crazy powers like the one of Luffy, one like the one that May was using against Lulusia, because Like we don't know if that was a weapon that destroyed Lulusia, or maybe it was the power of him. We don't really know, but we know for sure that crazy, super powerful powers are being used by the Devil Fruits. So again, this is my theory. I think that more people, the people will fight strongest batters using Devil Fruits. Not only they sink into the water because they have a Devil Fruit, but the water itself becomes bigger and bigger, higher and higher, so that at a point, no Devil Fruit user will manage to escape the water anymore. Like this is the revenge of the planet against the Devil Fruit users. This is my small theory. I think it's kind of interesting. Right now explains why the water level is getting higher because we didn't see anything else. We didn't get any other reasons for something like this. Maybe every time powers from the devil fruits are used, maybe the water becomes more. This was my theory. Interesting also that Vegapunk named him when he was referring to the scenes, to the fact that he is probably getting executed by, he means the government powers, and uses him. And when he says him, we saw the elders kind of mad, and it's interesting in the unofficial translations. We still have him with H, but that could really be Imusama or something like that. We need to check a bit better in the next translation. Maybe it's used him on purpose because he doesn't really know the precise name of Imusama. So it generally said him. That's probably the most interesting part of the chapter. A few more things. We have Bonnie being able to become in giant form. So, and like the elder that is there looks kind of scared and worried because maybe it's true that by watching Luffy, she can start imagining more things and she can start kind of imitating the power of Luffy and could become a very bad trait to obviously the government. Because if we have two guys that have the power of Luffy plus another one, Bon in this case, that's a problem, obviously. And then also we see Sanji being able to eat very well the horse like elder. I will never learn their names. I just want to see them destroy and defeated, and that's it, and forget about them forever. But obviously, they fight back pretty fast. It's that like essentially he reaches this world, jumps from this world upward, hitting him here. That's very cool. But then he goes back in horse form and bites Sanji. That's super cool. A very cool and dynamic scene. But yes, so I think they can be damaged. Even the power of Sanji is enough, but they have this power that makes them kinda immortal, or they look like they are immortal right now. So um, like chapter every chapter we keep trying to understand a bit better how strong they are, um, the fact that they can be fighted. It's also interesting watching uh, the Mugiwaras being able to hold on against the Spider One pretty well at the end of the day. Interesting also Nico Robin recognizing the voice of, I think it's Saturn, right? From the past. So it means the Gorosei, the elders were there when they destroyed Dohara. Very cool. A lot of very cool things in this chapter. I think overall this chapter is an 8.5. Like just saying that the world will sink, it's interesting, but alone it's not the best thing. Um, I think that the at the end they will manage to shut down the recording before he like says some very crazy truths, and we'll have to wait even a lot more for those super crazy truths. But definitely we'll be able to say at least something very good and interesting and new, like he did in this chapter already. So let's wait for the next one. I was no Jake. My kittens are like there inside the sofa. um, so today I'm alone, essentially. You can see them. Stay tuned. Keep watching my channel if you want to talk and listen my about my theories and ideas on the next chapters. And that's it. I wish you the best. Bye bye.